to note right now that it is not all fashion school that can deliver. It is not all fashion school that is very good. Now, I want to say a very big thank you to you and to all my subscribers, to those that still comes back to my channel. Thank you for watching. In today's video, we want to talk about fashion school, what to look at for going to fashion school or roadside tailor shop. A lot of people have asked me I should talk about my experience, what to expect when going to a fashion school, or should you start from roadside tailor shop first before going to fashion school. But before moving forward, I want us to share our own experience in the comment section below. Leave a comment so that other people can read and know what to expect when going to fashion school, or what to expect when going to roadside tailor shop. I want to share my experience with you. A lot of people have said that fashion school is good, fashion school is the best, fashion school is this, fashion school is that. Yes, I agree, but I want you to note right now that it is not all fashion school that can deliver. It is not all fashion school that is very good. It is not all fashion school that can give you the value you paid for. I will share my experience with you. I went to 2 different fashion schools and also 2 different tailor shops. Let me start with the tailor shop, the roadside tailor shop. The first one I went to was the wrong one, because for me, I will leave my home 8:30 in the morning, close by 6, and most days we don't learn anything because we're only limited to the customers that bring clothes at that season. But I couldn't stay there up to a month because I needed to move forward. I have to move down to the second tailor shop, and that place, under 3 months, I was able to learn a lot of things, because the owner of the tailor shop, the roadside tailor shop, she wasn't the one sewing. She has to employ someone to sew for her because she knows how to sew boo. And when fashion started involving, new styles started coming out, the breast pad, in those days, so many things started coming out. She couldn't fit in because she did not improve on herself, so she has to employ someone. Coming there, I met the lady and we became friends. She was able to teach me a lot of things under 3 months, and I needed to move forward because I was a young girl. I needed to make money to take care of myself. That was how I moved to Sulere in Lagos. Here, I went to fashion houses so that I can walk, but I just noticed that I couldn't fit in because of the way I am sewing. My finishing was not neat. I could not fix zip properly because the zip's always popping up. A lot of things was just so wrong. I said, okay, if I was being in the fashion design industry, I have to up my game. That was how I went to look for a huge amount of money in those days to pay to go to fashion school. But the first fashion school I went to was a no for me. She couldn't deliver very well. She has a wrong attitude to teachings. She did not expose us to new information. She was only teaching us what she knows. She couldn't give us handouts. She did not give us handouts. She's always aggressive. She's always angry. She will bring a personal problem from home to class, coming late. She's doing this transfer aggression towards us. A lot of people couldn't learn. I try to understand that. That is why in my YouTube video, we don't just talk about sewing tips, sewing tutorial. We also talk about life issues women go through and solution. Women used to go through a lot of issues, and we talk about the solutions also. Going back, many people couldn't learn from her. I have to teach other people after school. Some people will come into their house to come and teach them. I was able to learn because I have some basic when it comes to sewing, and that falls back to you as an individual. How do you normally learn? Are you a slow learner, or do they have to explain to you all over again before you have to learn? And again, I noticed one thing about the first fashion school: the block pattern was a very bulky one. It wasn't easy to learn. And also I noticed that after the 3 months has ended, or 6 month course you paid for has ended, if you like, you learn; you don't learn, it's none of our business. You have to pay another money, and they were still doing that in the second fashion school. If your 3 months has ended, if you still want to learn what you've paid for, you didn't learn very well at first, you have to pay again. So the second fashion school was really good because she was not the one sewing. She employed someone that was taking the classes, but she was really involved. She wanted to know what is going on within you or around you. Why are you not learning the style? What is going on? A lot of people still dropped because it was a good experience. She introduced us to a railway project. You have to do IT after you finish learning, but if you are really good, it will send you for an IT to perfect what you've learned. She introduced us to, she opens us to different information. She gives us handouts. The second fashion school was a good one for me. But I noticed that recent times, a lot of roadside tailor shop, they really improve on themselves. Most of them have gone to fashion school and they started implementing their ideas in their roadside tailor shop. They might not have the money to rent a bigger space. That's one thing I love about fashion school. Rent a bigger space, have a lot of equipment. They might not have that, but they've introduced most ideas to their fashion roadside tailor shop. One thing I love about fashion school, they are organized. They have syllabus. You know what to expect. You know what you are learning. What did you pay for? You know what you are doing, and time management. That is why I love fashion school. But as an individual, you that want to go and learn fashion or a skill, you need to ask yourself what's how do you normally learn, whether you're a slow learner or you assimilate very well. You need to know all these things. You have to pray about it. You need to check how they teach in that fashion school, because teaching method is very, very important. Not just teaching, they should be involved. Okay, know what is going on, because most people doesn't have that time. They just come and learn and go. So if you have this kind of attitude, you can still look for one or two roadside tailor shop around you to go to, because you just tell them, it's just all about communication. You tell them what you really want to learn. You tell them, okay, this is as a married woman, or you that work for 8 to 5 job and you need to learn the skill. You just communicate to the roadside tailor shop, okay, this and this is what I want to learn, and the two of you just have to agree, so that there will be no rancor or there will be no disagreement. I know you'll be able to learn a lot from this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you. See you in the next